welcome to this video. So my name is Moya. If you don't know, welcome to She Bites YouTube channel. Today I'm here to teach you how to make puff puff. Puff puff, okay. Shout out to the people who know what I mean when I say puff puff. If you don't know, this video is still for you. Puff puff is like an African donut, a West African donut, a Nigerian donut. It's Nigerians that call it puff puff. I mean, other parts of Africa have different variations, of it. But for us, what else people call it? The Kenyan mandazi is similar, but it's not puff puff. Puff puff is like, how do I explain with words? It's like a floury, soft donut. It's deep fried, I know. It's bad for us, but you have to live a little bit. And like when you bite into it, it's just super soft and airy. And it has that lovely nutmeg smell and flavor. And no one can make puff puff round like those women that fry it in the parties. But I tried, guys. I tried. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's really easy, to be honest. The measurements are not that exact, so you can just try it out in your kitchen. Be patient. Don't make your oil too hot. Have fun. Make sure your oil is deep enough. Enjoy my recipe. Fantasize as I also make cinnamon puff puff, plain puff puff with just nutmeg and did I put nutmeg? I think so. Just nutmeg and Milo puff puff. Guys, get ready for it. That reminds me of Corner music. Thank you for watching. Bye. For this recipe, we're starting off with 250 milliliters of water, and we're supposed to be using 2 teaspoons of yeast, but my yeast isn't that active, so I'm using 4. And then sugar to taste. I'm just using about 300 grams of sugar. That's quite a lot, but no, 200 to 300 grams. Mix it together and leave it for a while so that your yeast, starts to bubble up. Then it's active. Then we're also going to be measuring out about 1 kg of flour. And to this, we're going to add a little bit of salt, and we're also going to add a shaving of nutmeg. You can use regular nutmeg powder, or you can get the actual nutmeg, which have so much more flavor and have a much better aroma, but whichever works actually. So shaving a bit of it, and then after you've left your yeast has started to bubble, add your yeast into your flour mixture and mix. Now for me, I add my water to my puff puff gradually so that I get the right consistency. You want like a thick batter. Most people make their puff puff batter a bit too thin. You want it to be like droopy, almost like pancake batter. So in the end, we added about 500 to 600 milliliters of water at the end, but then just go with it and get to this kind of thick consistency as you can see here. You don't want it to be too thin, or else you won't be able to shape it properly. Look at how it looks, nice and droopy. Then I just divided into 3 because one batch I'm adding cinnamon to it for some extra, spicy, sweety flavor, just like a teaspoon or so, depending on how much you love cinnamon. Then to another, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of Milo. Now I noticed that the Milo powder actually made my batter a bit more watery, so be careful. Maybe add a bit more flour. I should have, or just add a little bit of Milo. Then we're going to leave them to rise for 45 minutes. Now it's really important you don't leave them to rise for too short a time or too long a time. And I'm going to just put them in my oven. My oven is off. It's just a warm place in the kitchen for 45 minutes to rise. When they're done rising, we're going to mix it all together again and then start frying them in really hot, nice oil. Now you can see the way I'm frying it. I'm just scooping some butter into my hand and squeezing it out of the space that you have, like when you have a fist. When you're holding your fists together. There are different methods, but this is the one I find easiest, to be honest. I know my puff puff isn't that round, but man, it's doing the job. It's amazing. It's fluffy. It's frying nicely. Make sure your oil isn't too hot, or else it's going to brown on the outside really quickly and then not be done on the inside. Look at how beautiful this looks, guys. I was so happy when this was working because I've tried puff puff many times and it didn't work. So we fried it all up in batches, and this was our original nutmeg puff puff, guys. Look at how beautifully golden brown it is. Oh my gosh. Then next we have our cinnamon ones, for those of you who love cinnamon. Then next we have every Nigerian child's favorite, the Milo ones. As you can see, the Milo ones, the consistency is a bit off because the Milo made the batter a bit more watery. Now look at all of them together. It basically took me about 1.5 hours to do everything. It's a really lovely recipe. It's a party favorite. We all know it's something to do when your friends are around, and yeah, essentially they're really fluffy. I just sprinkled some brown sugar over them, you know, in the general puff-puff party style. But yes, it was a really fun recipe to make. Make sure your butter is thick enough. That's the one thing I have to leave with you. And enjoy your puff-puff making. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Love you lots. Bye.